Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to Omkaratarot and to another Love Bite. Sagittarius, let's see uh, what's going on in your connection right now. So we're going to take 3 cards for the first person and 3 cards for the second person, and then we'll do your mutual energies and your dialogue message cards as well. So 3 cards for the first person, Spirit. 3 of Wands in reverse, Emperor, and the 8 of Swords. Okay, second person, Knight of Swords, Page of Pentacles, and the 2 of Cups. Mutual energies, 8 of Cups, 7 of Cups, and the 3 of Pentacles. Bottom of my deck, I have a King of Wands. I think somebody is very frustrated now. They feel they're losing out on their perfect mate. They want to take action. From the first look at the cards, I do feel one of you has totally given up, saying this was too much for me, I'm giving up, this is already over. The person I was dealing with was a false person. They pretended to be somebody they were not, very egoistic, very prideful. I'm not even stuck on them anymore. The blindfold is off. The other person is very, very angry. They're very frustrated. They don't like the stagnancy that's happened in this connection. They don't want this to lose out on their 2 of Cups connection, right? I think this is the person who wants to return back. So let's see. I'm going to clarify all these cards, do your mutual energies. But before that, like I said, let's do your dialogue message cards here, Sagittarius. Let's see if you guys could say something to each other right now, what that would be, and then I'll clarify the rest. Sagittarius and their person, Spirit. Sagittarius and their person, if they could say something to each other now, what would that be? Sagittarius and their person, Spirit. Sagittarius and their person. Just a few more from a third deck as well, and then we'll start the reading, Saggis. Sagittarius and their person, Spirit. All right, good to go. Let's start the reading. And Sagittarius, if any of you are looking for personal readings, my email is omkaratarot@gmail.com. You can reach me there. It's there in the description box below as well. So the first card here says, life seems so complicated for us. My mind often drifts to thoughts about us escaping reality, to somewhere really quiet where we can be alone. I'm planning a romantic trip for us to reconnect. I want to cherish you with loving adoration. Every night, I just want to be home, and home is in your arms. Let me start over with you. I want to be intimate with you. My biggest fear came true. I don't want anyone else to have you. You made me see a side of me that I've grown to hate. I wish I could have loved you the way you deserved to be loved. I never truly moved on, even though I appear so. Give me more time. I'm working on being a better counterpart for you. All right, so these were some of your messages. If these were resonating with your storyline, Sagittarius, let's start the reading. I'm going to first focus on the first line. That's person A for me. How are you feeling right now, person A? What's the 10 of Wands in reverse? 10 of Wands in reverse for you. Yeah, person A says I've gone quiet, I've gone silent, I'm listening to my intuition, and my intuition tells me that I was not happy in this connection. None of my cups were getting filled. Right? I was unhappy. None of my dreams and wishes came true here. I just kept holding on to that hope, and I was carrying all that burden on my shoulders. This person was very arrogant. So I've kind of come to the clarity that I need to cut this connection out of my life once and for all and focus on my future. So person A is saying, yes, I am now turning my back to them big time. I think initially person A could have thought that, person B was the one, and they would step up and they would do right by me and they would be the person. But they say, yeah, they turned out to be a false person. This person just turned out to be very arrogant. They were just pretending to be all that, and they weren't. So right now, I think person A says, I was not happy in this connection because it was just too chaotic, or too many people in the mix, or there was just too much of chaos here. This connection was full of trouble. The person I was dealing with, maybe they just wanted passion with me and nothing else. They were so immature. They were such a player. I don't think person B is even waiting for them anymore. It's like I've gotten unstuck from this situation now. The blindfold is off. I'm not waiting. I'm not stuck on them anymore. Yes, I forgive them. I forgive them, but I'm not stuck on them anymore. Especially now that I know the truth that there is no future here. There is nothing to look forward to. There's no stable offer here. I think person A is gaining their own confidence and moving on in their own life. They're focusing on their own passions. They've regained their confidence. They are now wanting they're stabilizing their own life, getting victory and success. Then they see that the person that they were dealing with never wanted all of that. Maybe they were just sitting in their ego and pride or something. So what about the other person then, Spirit? The other person who I think does want to take action. This person is very, very frustrated now. They're very angry. They're very frustrated because they feel that they gave up. They didn't fight when they should have for the person who they now see as a perfect lifetime partner. Right? The person who they should have chosen instead of choosing others. But at that point, maybe this person was, busy with other things, with other people, or they behaved like a player, or they were immature. They're very frustrated because now they're recognizing the connection. They feel this was my Two of Cups. I wish I could just restart. Why didn't I make the choice earlier? They're very scared and angry. They're very angry and upset with themselves that they did something which made them lose out or close out a chapter. Now they are scared that the other person will never even trust me. They like, after this ending, will they ever trust me again? They must be angry. They will be upset. Like I did something which was wrong. I mean, they want to communicate. This person wants to talk. They want to communicate, but they are very stressed out. They're very, very stressed out. How do I make things right? Okay, so yeah, they're feeling like a fool. They focused on other things than what they should have. I think this person is feeling very foolish and they're scared they may not get a new beginning now. So tell me mutual energies and Spirit. For the first person, the one who is kind of given up and saying, they were too immature, or they were pretending, this was not my true partner, this is over, the blindfold is off. Yeah, person A, I think, is, they feel that even if person B was to return back to them, they don't have the courage to make me an offer. Like, what I want is a happily ever after, and I don't think they'll ever have the courage to do it. So it's better that I take a step away from this connection. Why? Because they feel, person A says, I've already put in so much time and investment and all everything, and I was left waiting. Then nothing flourished here. I was very, very disappointed. This connection just didn't work out. There were other people that they were giving focus to. All they did was give me stress and anxiety and sleepless nights. They lied to me, they cheated on me, they ghosted me. So right now, person A says, I'm trying to do what is best for me. I'm trying to move on in my own life. I've regained my confidence, and where this person is concerned, things have been stagnant, and I realized that maybe I was overgiving, or I was carrying all the burden of this connection on my shoulders. So person A says, no, I've taken a step back from them now. So person B, what about you? What do these three cards mean for you? Person B says, I want to come back. I want to return back to them. I want to work on things. I want to put in the work. I want to work on things. I want to have victory and success with them. But they are telling me that we have history, and I don't want to have a missed opportunity and lose out on something that can become wonderful. Yeah, they're wanting to step up now. They want to step up and prove to person A that I've changed. But somewhere, I think they are a bit scared that the other person may not want to work on this. They want to, As much as they want to now bring back balance and justice, they are afraid that the other person is not emotionally invested or has maybe even emotionally distant or walked away from them. So they are manifesting, but they're somewhere scared it's been too long. Maybe they delayed things for too long. They are lonely, they are stressed out, they are now reflecting on all their own bad behavior, and they are kind of kicking themselves that they lost out on a 10 of uh, cups scenario, something that could have gone the long haul. Now they are overwhelmed. They are looking at person A as the epitome of happiness. I can never find somebody better than them. Look at them. I could have had growth with them, and I could have had a future with them. So as much as I think this person wants to take action, they are a bit afraid. So tell me about the King of Wands. What's the King of Wands? King of Wands, overall energy for King of Wands. Yes, this person does want to come forward. This person does want to come forward. Now they are ready for a Four of Wands, but there is a deep fear that it's too late. Because of the wrong choices they made in the past, they feel I may not get a partnership, and they could also be very scared that maybe the other person has already found new love or given their heart to somebody else. What if it's already over? So, all right, so that's what I have for you. Till next time, then, Sagittarius, love and light. Take care. Namaste.